thing that's protecting you is destroying you. Imagine a castle, massive walls, heavenly gates, armed guards built to protect everything inside. Now imagine those gates never open. Nobody enters, nobody leaves. Eventually, the castle becomes a prison. The thing that once protected it begins destroying it. Human beings do the same thing. You call it comfort, you call it caution, you call it being realistic, you call it protecting your peace. But sometimes, what you call protection is fear wearing a disguise. You stop speaking up to avoid rejection. You stop trying to avoid failure. You stop risking to avoid disappointment. And little by little, your world becomes smaller. Not safer, smaller. A ship is safest in the harbor. But ships were never built for the harbor. They were built for the ocean, built for storms, built for distance, built for travel, built for discovery. And yet, most people spend their entire lives anchored, not because they lack ability, because they fear uncertainty. The tragedy is not failure. The tragedy is potential that never left the dock. Pay attention. Every level of growth requires discomfort. Every level. The stronger body requires discomfort. The stronger mind requires discomfort. The stronger business requires discomfort. The stronger character requires discomfort. Growth and comfort have never signed a peace treaty. They are opponents, not partners. And every day you choose one. Most people say, I'll start when I'm ready. Ready for what? Ready for uncertainty to disappear? Ready for fear to disappear? Ready for self-doubt to disappear? Those things disappear when you move, not before. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is movement despite it. Think about the version of yourself you admire the most. That person is not more talented, not more gifted, not more special. They simply developed a different relationship with discomfort. Where others retreat, they advance. Where others hesitate, they move. Where others negotiate, they decide. The difference isn't ability, it's tolerance. The thing that is protecting you may be the very thing that's preventing you from becoming who you were meant to be. The comfort zone, the excuse, the identity, the story, the routine. Every prison begins as a preference. Think about that. Every prison begins as a preference. So ask yourself, what am I protecting? And more importantly, what is it costing me? What opportunities, what relationships, what experiences, what future? Because every year you spend hiding from discomfort, you spend hiding from possibilities. The castle must open its gates. The ship must leave the harbor. The seed must break its shell. Growth requires exposure. Growth requires uncertainty. Growth requires movement. The life you want is rarely on the other side of certainty. It is usually on the other side of courage. Choose carefully. Your future is listening. The art of self. I do not confuse comfort with safety. I welcome the discomfort that creates growth. I move before I feel ready. I choose courage over certainty. I refuse to shrink my life to avoid fear. I expand beyond my limitations. I'm stronger through challenge. I trust the process of growth. My future is listening. The art of self.